Hi everyone, my name is Liz and I'm a happiness engineer here at Flocknote. In this video, we're going to be talking about creating and working with groups. So let's start with the basics. What is a group? A group is simply a group of people that you send emails and text messages to. So over here on the left is the list of groups for your church or organization. When you click on a group, it'll bring up the notes that you've sent to each group under the Notes tab, and then if you click on the People tab, you can see all of the members in the group. All right, let's move on to making a new group. So a quick note, there are 3 different levels of admin privileges in Flocknote. Super admins who have control over everything in the network, group admins who can manage only specific groups, and note senders who can simply send notes to a group and cannot see any contact information for anyone. We cover these admin levels a little more in depth in a separate video where we talk about working with your members, but for now it's helpful to know that super admins are the only ones who can create new groups and subgroups. As a super admin, you can add a new group simply by clicking on this Manage Groups button that's in the bottom left corner of the page below the list of groups. And when we click that, you'll see a menu slides out, and you'll notice out to the right of each group now there are 2 icons. So first let's go ahead and create a new group by clicking on this blue New Group button. I'll name this group Hospitality. It's important to know that the name of the group is going to be the from name when you send an email. So emails from this group are going to show as it coming from Hospitality. Below that, we get to choose the type of the group. So open means that anyone can view the name of the group when joining your church's network. Closed means the name of the group is visible when members join on their own and they can request to join the group, but they won't be able to see any of the notes that have been sent from this group until they've been approved by an admin. And finally, a hidden group, which is not visible when members join on their own. So hidden groups are only visible to members who are already part of the group, and no one can request to join a hidden group. Therefore, an admin must add all members to a hidden group. So this is a great option for internal communication, such as a staff group or a test group. I'm going to leave this group open and click Add to Group. And you'll notice that my group now appears at the top of the column here on the left. And the order of the groups that you see here in the left-hand column is the same for everyone, and this is also the order that the groups will appear when someone joins your network online on their own. If I want to move this group down on the list, I can simply hover over the little arrow icon to drag and drop it to where I would like it to be. Now that we've made the group, we can set it as either a subgroup of another group or make it a top-level group over other groups. But before we do that, let me show you an example of what this looks like. So here we have youth ministry as a top-level group, and then high school and junior high as mid-level groups beneath youth ministry. And then our lower level groups are the class years beneath high school. So this means that anyone who joins either a bottom level or a mid-level group will automatically be added to the youth ministry group, the parent group as well. And then if they're added to a class group, they would be added to both high school and youth ministry. So just as a wrap up, there are 3 levels of groups in Flocknote: a top level, a mid-level, and a bottom level. And by default, new groups are not part of a hierarchy and they must be placed in one. So doing so is pretty simple. You just select the little ellipsis icon that's next to the group name, and you'll see this menu pop up on the right, and you'll see that we have the option to make it a top-level group or make it a subgroup of any of these existing groups. So I'm going to make Hospitality a subgroup of ministries. And then you'll see now that it is listed below the ministries group. So anytime anyone joins our hospitality group, they'll also be added to the ministries group automatically. When you create a Flocknote network, we set up some sample groups for you automatically. So if you'd like to edit these groups or edit any of your other groups, you can do so through the group settings. To find the settings for a group, simply select the group from the left and then click on the gray cogwheel in the upper right-hand corner. So the group settings are going to be very similar to the settings for your network, but they are different. So here are the group settings. You can adjust the name of the group. You can adjust the short name, which is used for text messages. So you'll see when you go to write a text, the system will automatically start off the text with the short name, which just makes it easier for your members to recognize who the text is from. You can edit or create your text to join keyword. Text to join is a really awesome feature that allows you to set a keyword for your church, and then your members can text that keyword in from their cell phone to get connected to a specific group in your network. Each network gets one free keyword, and additional keywords are $4 a month each, and you can add or remove keywords at any time. We'll learn more about text to join in another video when we talk about adding members, but you can also learn more about text to join on our help pages at help.flocknote.com. In the group settings, you can also set a welcome message, and that's just a little hello that automatically goes out when someone joins or is added to a group. And by default, this message is off and it just displays our little grayed out text that you see here. That's just sample text, so you can just click to start typing your own welcome message to turn that on. Below that, we have the option to connect your group to a Facebook page or a Twitter profile. And when you connect to a Facebook page or Twitter profile, then when you write a note, you'll see the option to also post the note to Facebook or post it to Twitter. You can click on this gray button to get the embeddable sign-up form, which is just some code that you can paste on your website so members can join your groups without ever having to leave your website. And below that is an RSS feed link that you can use to incorporate notes you send into your website as well. So if you forget anything I just said about these settings, I know that was a ton of info, you can click on this little blue question mark icon in the upper right corner and it will let you know what each of these fields do again. That'll do it for this video. I encourage you to check out our other help videos to become a Flocknote expert in no time, and you're always more than welcome to email your happiness engineers with questions at help@flocknote.com.